Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Simply Sports Talk. Today, we're going to be talking about why Laviska Shenault has been a major disappointment for the Jaguars. Now, coming into the second year, sophomore season, Laviska Shenault was being hyped up by the Jaguar media. He was building off of a great rookie year. So, as a Jaguar fan, constantly seeing reports that Laviska Shenault has been dominating in practice, he's been dominating the offseason, he's been a standout receiver. You would think, oh, yeah, Laviska Shenault is going to be a breakout receiver. As I mentioned earlier, he had a really good rookie year for the circumstances he was in. His numbers were 600 yards with 5 touchdowns. That's pretty good for a rookie, especially with him being a number 2 receiver, as DJ Shark was the number 1 receiver at the time. Coming to his second season, or I can't really be upset with his rookie year because he had inconsistent quarterback play. It's hard to get numbers when you constantly have to adapt to a different quarterback style, as he had Gardner Minshew, Mike Glennon, and other quarterbacks backups. They weren't good. They weren't good enough quarterbacks, or they weren't good quarterbacks in general. But coming into a second season, hearing the reports and building off of his rookie year and receiving a star young franchise QB, we were all thinking Laviska Shenault finna dominate. He's finna be one of the best receivers in football. Well, I won't say one of the best receivers, but one of the best sophomore receivers, as his contemporaries are CeeDee Lamb, Jerry Jeudy. He was in the Michael Pittman, Chase Claypool. He was in the T. Higgins draft class, and that's a strong draft class, no doubt. That's a strong receiver draft class. Coming into the draft, everyone knew it was going to be a strong draft class. And unfortunately, Jaguar fans believed we had got one of the better receivers in the second round. That was not the case. So, as I mentioned earlier, Jaguar fans were seeing and fed reports that Laviska Shenault would be, or what Laviska Shenault was standing out in all season. As you can see, Laviska Shenault named Jags' biggest all season standout. That's just one report. CBS Sports, Jaguars Laviska Shenault shines in all season work. It's another report. Shenault has been a star of the team's all-season practices, so it was encouraging to see him lead the team in targets in this one. Another report. And finally, this is the last report I was able to find. Laviska Shenault shines in off-season work. Shenault played well during OTAs and minicamp and was arguably Jacksonville's best offensive player, per Michael DeRocco of ESPN.com. See, the Jaguar was fed Laviska Shenault would be this standout great receiver, and Laviska Shenault would dominate, and Laviska Shenault was going to be such a great piece for Trevor. That unfortunately wasn't the case. I will admit, during this, I was seeing so many great reports. I was thinking, oh, yeah, he's going to build off his rookie year. He's getting a star QB. I made a horrible comparison. I said Laviska Shenault could be potentially the next Julio Jones, and that is just one of the worst. That is just one of the worst comparisons probably of my young career. I can't believe I compared Julio, a first ballot Hall of Famer, one of the greatest receivers of this generation, to a player like Laviska Shenault, who couldn't hold a candle to even Julio at his worst. Laviska Shenault not only disappointed me, but disappointed Jags fans all across the board. Now, I'm not just saying this numbers wise. Laviska Shenault has been disappointing. He has also been disappointing in the game on the field. He has also been disappointing on the field. Watching with my eyes, I see Laviska Shenault struggled in his rookie year with creating separation. And not only has he struggled with creating separation, he still struggles with creating separation. And now we have a bigger issue. He's dropping balls too. So when Laviska Shenault does get open, he drops the ball a lot. That is a problem. For a rookie quarterback, you have to be good with catching the ball, because the ball, this is his rookie year, he's not going to be deadly accurate. Sometimes he'll throw it over your head, in front of you, behind you, under you. You got to make it easier for this guy. Don't make his life hard. So when he does throw it accurately, you still drop the ball. That's ridiculous and unacceptable. Laviska Shenault in his rookie year struggled with creating separation. And hearing these reports that he's doing great in off season, I was thinking maybe he's improved on that. Maybe there's a chance that Laviska Shenault would improve on his flaws, but that unfortunately has not been the case so far. Now, I'm not just saying on the field he's been horrible, the reports were misleading. I will show you for myself. I'm going to be comparing Laviska Shenault numbers, rookie year and sophomore year, to his contemporaries. Laviska Shenault rookie year, he put up 600 yards and 5 touchdowns, as I said earlier, which is pretty good for his circumstances. But look at this. This is important. 79 targets, 58 receptions. His sophomore year, he's been targeted more. Trevor's trying to rely on him, and yet he still only has 58 receptions. That is not good. His catching percentage is down nearly 10%, over 10%. It's 11%. His catching percentage is down 11%. He has 557 yards, which is worse than his rookie year, and 0 touchdowns, which is much worse than his rookie year. All his numbers are statistically down across the board. Laviska Shenault has received a better quarterback, a more consistent quarterback, so he can build actual chemistry with, and yet his numbers are down. And as you can see, he's played more games, and everyone knows for this season, there is more games. There's 17 games compared to 16 games. Now, as I said, I'll be comparing him to receivers of his draft class, but these receivers are also second round picks. Michael Pittman Jr. is a second round pick. Yes, he was picked before Laviska Shenault, but Chase Claypool was picked after Laviska Shenault. And both of those players are legit number one receivers. Chase Claypool, I'll show you. Chase Claypool, out of the three receivers, had the best rookie year with 873 yards and 9 touchdowns. That's a strong rookie year. But Michael Pittman Jr. has had the superior sophomore year with 1,000 yards and 5 touchdowns, while Chase Claypool has only tagged 823 yards and 1 touchdown. He is also taking a step back, and that might be the case of Deontay Johnson. He's had 1,000 yards for the Steelers. He's also a really good receiver. But as you can see, Laviska Shenault had the superior rookie year with 500 yards and 1 touchdown, but yet Michael Pittman, when targeted more, has produced more. He's been targeted more, and yet he's produced 1,000 yards with 5 touchdowns. Michael Pittman Jr. right now is the best out of these three receivers. He's a legit number one option for the Colts, and that's what we was hoping Laviska Shenault would be for the Jaguars. Unfortunately, he not only has not progressed, but he's unfortunately taken a step back, which is even worse, as Jaguar fans were hoping we would get a legit number. I would say a number two, maybe give us 800 yards with like 5 touchdowns, and I'd be happy. But I was saying give me 800 yards with 5 touchdowns if DJ Shark was playing. DJ Shark has been injured, so I was expecting his production to go even more up. But unfortunately, he's taking an even more step back. Now, with DJ coming back, I'm concerned that his production will go even more down with less targets. He will not be getting targeted as much as DJ will be taking some of those targets. But Jaguar fans, all I can say is hopefully Laviska Shenault has a bounce back for his junior year and he can be a legit number two option for the Jaguars. Thank you for watching Simply Sports Talk. This is Ruben signing out. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. This is Simply Sports Talk signing out. Bye.